Hey, everyone. Hi.
Hey, morning.
Good morning and welcome.
Morning.
And good morning and welcome to our Sunday brunch and with an amazing speaker. And today we have beautiful Sarah. We've been working with Sarah for quite a while, and it's just lovely to bring her in the Sunday brunch and hear her story. So as always, Mim gonna introduce Sarah whilst I'm just getting ready, checking everything is working. And yes, Mim, take away and welcome, Sarah.
Amazing. Welcome. It's so lovely to see you all again. Right, so Sarah has been in the business for 8 years now. She's 46. She's got 2 children, 2 girls, 19 and 17 years old. Hats off to you. She's been in the full-time working for the NHS for 14 years, and she basically does this business around that. She's really passionate about helping other women be healthy and also ease the burden from financial worries. So Sarah, take it away. What was life like before? How did you start? What made you start, etc.?
Okay, so I've always been somebody that's had lots of jobs, even from a very young age. So I've always had like a paper round and then a Saturday job and then another paper round and all of that business. So working 2 jobs is been, and then as I got older, I had a bar job and a full-time job. So working things around full-time job is easy for me. But the reason I started this business right back in the very beginning was my dad had a quadruple bypass at 47, and I knew that heart disease ran in our family. My dad had heart disease, my granddad had heart disease, and my dad's brother also has heart disease. So there's 4 of us, like there's me, and obviously me and my sister are the only girls in the family, and the rest are boys. This is on my dad's side, by the way, not on my mum's, on my dad's side. So heart disease was a major factor for me for wanting to lose weight. So I'd always been a little bit overweight, like all the way from when I was very young. I was very thin, and then I went the other way and got quite big. And having kids, you know, it's like you just want to lose a little bit of weight. So I decided that my best friend at the time, she knew somebody that was doing Juice Plus, and she'd been helping me to, like, we did couch to 5k, which I'm absolutely rubbish at, and it never lasted. Things just never lasted very long. I'd do them for a little while, then I'd drop off and I'd say they're rubbish, they don't work, you know, all of that sort of stuff. So she knew a girl that did Juice Plus, who was my upline eventually, and she introduced me to Kerry, her name is, and she kept saying to me, oh, Kerry's lost this much weight and Kerry's lost that much weight, and I was like, yeah, I'd already tried to do Light of Life about a month before, and the doctor wouldn't endorse it because I've got low blood pressure, so they wouldn't endorse me to do just a liquid diet, and that's what I thought Juice Plus was. So I was like, no, I don't want to do it, I want to eat food, blah 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 blah. Anyway, I kept seeing her lose weight. She was on my Facebook by now, and I was talking to somebody else I knew today, and I was saying, you know, it took me 8 months to join the plan because I'd asked her every single week for information on the products, and I was one of those customers that just could never make a decision. But I think the biggest decision for me, I couldn't make the decision, was because I couldn't afford it at the time, and I know that everybody says that, but I really couldn't. Like, I was working full time, but we've got a house, kids, you know, it's expensive. And so I eventually messaged her this one day, and she said, oh, I'll just go halves with you. Like she really wanted me to do it, and she knew I wanted to do it. And perhaps she knew my financial situation, I'm not sure, but that made me think, oh God, no, I can't make the girl go like pay half. Like, do you know what I mean? So I did buy I bought the shakes and the berries, and I started to take them, and after about 2 weeks, I felt absolutely incredible. But I knew that I wouldn't be able to carry on with the products after the 4 months. So after about 2 weeks, like I said, I felt absolutely amazing. My mood was the main thing that I noticed change really quickly, from being, you know, quite down in the dumps all the time to just being lifted and feeling positive. And, you know, it was amazing. And I never wanted to stop feeling like that. So I asked her about the business, or she might have told me about the business. I can't actually remember. So 2 weeks later, I signed up, and the reason I signed up was so that I could buy the products, so that I could carry on taking them. And I've been taking them now for 8 years. I've not missed a day of taking them.
It's incredible. Incredible. You know what, Sarah, and as well, what is beautiful that our company is not just for the adults, that the company giving so many things for the children.
Yeah.
And even my children using the capsules, including amigas, everything. And I know I'm bridging that gap that they need to bridge the gap. I can, honestly, I will put a hand on my heart. And if they're not having capsules, they're absolutely not having enough phytonutrients, nutrients that they need in the body. And this is the reason that my son only 2 days in the whole year missed 2 days of school, and those 2 days nothing to do with illness, it was something else. So honestly, this is like not medical claim, but yeah, hands up for that, because he's I think his only child that had the best attendance. Yeah.
Well, I do think as adults as well, when you're like somebody that commutes and stuff to work every day, these are absolutely important for you to function, to go to work, to not be sick, to, you know, I'm never sick, I'm never ill. I've had COVID a few times, but I'm never, I think the last time I got ill was about, I don't know, the beginning of the year. I think I had a throat infection, ear infection. But that is it for me. Like, I'm a 1 cold a year girl now. I'm not going to say that I've never had another cold, because that's ridiculous, but I'm a 1 cold a year girl, other than when the kids were little. I used to get a cold every 3 months. Like, they got a cold every 3 months. I got a cold every 3 months. So, you know, they are literally the most incredible things. And if I could never not take a product again, if I had to choose between one of the products, I would 100% choose the berry capsules. They are my absolute favorite. My hair, I mean, obviously I'm getting older, and like a lot of my friends, their hair's starting to like fall out. Like, mine's just growing and growing and growing. And like, I can't. My nails are really good. I have to go. I go to the nail shop like quite often, but they're really good. And my skin, I'm not a cream girl. I don't really wear creams. I'm not a, you know, I'm a soap and water kind of girl. So I know that my skin is like, it's good. You know, I'm pleased with it. I've not really got that many wrinkles. So yeah, I'm happy. And I put that all down to the berry capsules, because they are literally the most insane little things ever. So
amazing. Sorry about delayed the photos, because it was just delayed to bring the photos, but I'm bringing some pictures. Could you briefly talk about those pictures?
So,
and this is your team, this is your people you're working with, right?
So some of the things that I've been able to do in the business is, I don't know if you've seen some of the other photos, but I started the business in 2015, like in April, and I can remember that I totally paid for Christmas that year by myself. With no help from my other half, bless him. He's paid for Christmas all the time, and I've not really contributed at all. But that first year, I was able to contribute. And obviously, as you go on in the business, you make more money. And then the next year, there's a photo of the girls that you've probably just seen, that I was able to buy MacBook computers for them both. For Christmas, and like their little faces were just a picture. And actually their birthdays are Christmas as well. So one birthday is on the 27th of December, and the other one is on New Year's Eve. And they both got.
Can I just stop you there? How amazing is that? And how empowered must you have felt?
I just felt amazing. Like, it's their little faces, it was worth every single penny, absolutely every single penny. And yeah, they still use them now, all these times later. And then that year they also got new mobile phones, so for their birthday. So it was an incredible year actually, and we've had incredible Christmases since. This one we've only just in fact they've both got new cars. We've bought them both cars and both personalised number plates, which is also amazing for them. I don't even have a blooming personalised number plate, for good's sake.
Actually, can I be your child as well, please?
Can you adopt me, please?
So Abby got a little Ford Ka for her 17th. And a number plate, and she loves it. She drives that car now, and in fact she's just just talking about wanting to upgrade it. So we'll see about that. She's a poor student at the moment, so I don't know where she thinks she's going to get the money from to upgrade her car, but there we go. Bank mum and dad, I'm sure. And then they both went on skiing trips to America with the school. So that was a really good thing to be able to do for them. That's Lucy there. She went to Vermont in America. She skied. And then Abby, I haven't got a picture of Abby actually skiing, but she went also, I think that was 2019. Lucy went, and Abby went in 2018. There she is. She was going to I can't remember. Oh, Abby went to Colorado. And then, sorry.
Aspen, maybe?
She went to Colorado, Abby.
Colorado.
Yeah, and then Lucy went to Vermont. They both had amazing times, but they wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't do this business. So
yeah, that's not little pennies. Those
no,
little trips there, so flights, accommodation,
no,
everything.
No,
well done.
Absolutely everything. So I'm just really good at saving the money, I think, and I absolutely the thing that I've always promised myself is that my full-time wage goes on my bills and really mundane stuff that are boring, and and then this money gets spent on me, the kids, and having fun, and that's one thing that I've always done. The two have never crossed over. So yeah, that's important for me.
Right. So that leads into the question, how do you fit this business around your full-time job? You mentioned about your full-time job. And by the way, I know Mim as well, incredibly busy, and any speakers we got some speakers.
Yeah, we're all busy people.
Like 4 little jobs or 5 little jobs that actually you thinking when you do you sleep actually, So yeah, share how you manage that, because especially knowing you got 2 girls and busy life, and they want cars and they want travels and they want all those things, but this is so big thing, to pay for all those things, and all those little things adds on, and you think like, wow, you have to have 3rd job or whatever, but yeah, how you manage that?
So I think what you have to do is to be super organized, and it does take a little bit of practice, but I think once you're doing it, it just becomes normal routine in your life, like brushing your teeth. So I just get up an hour early, or actually I get up about an hour and a half early before I need to go to work. And I get on a morning call with these 2 lovely ladies. We're up in the morning, and we do an hour work before we go. So we do quite a lot of stuff before I even get to work. So, and then I don't use my phone an awful lot at work. It's not really allowed. I can use it in breaks, and on my lunch break. So those I'll do a little bit of work in my break, and like a tea break, and then I'll do a little bit of work in my lunch break. And I don't actually finish until 6:30, because I don't start till 8:30. So when I come home, I will do get the dinner ready and all of those things, and then I'll work for 2 or 3 hours in the evening. I'm not bothered about watching TV. I've never really been a big TV fan anyway, so I'd rather be doing this than watching TV. And I think once you get yourself into that routine, it just becomes like your normal day, like, and it never feels like work, like, because you're talking to people, you're doing things like this isn't work, like you're speaking to people all the time, or you're on a call for work, or it's just literally the most amazing thing. I could not see my life without it. So that's how I do it. It's easy once you start doing it.
Love it. Absolutely love it. So it leads into the last question. Yeah. So what is
next for you?
So I was chatting to Mim this morning, and we're both at the same position in the business. And we both want to go for our next promotion, and we have a massive convention coming up in Brighton in October. So me and Mim, we are going to be at our next promotion by then, and we are going to be on stage celebrating with the rest of our team, have an amazing time, and that's what's next for me, to just help more women to be healthy and help more women to you know, see the potential in this business and to see the potential in themselves. Like, you know, I think that a lot of people very much underestimate themselves when I get a lot of ladies that come when we talk about the business and they come back and say, no, I work full time, you know, I don't have time. But actually, you do have time. Everybody has time to fit something like this into their business. It's you know, I think you got to want to be out. You got to want to change your life, and I'm looking for ladies that actually want to change their life. So and actually realise their potential and don't underestimate themselves.
Love that.
So
That's super powerful. I love that.
Yeah.
And this is how amazing you know, we all have like our buddies that we're holding each other hands and walking together towards or supporting each other. And by the way, we not benefit from each other in financial any way. But we still want to lift up, support, and when we have those low times or whatever, we lifting up each other, and that's why we don't have time to like being sad or low or whatever, you know.
But friends in this business, one of the girls that I work with, she's in my team at the moment, but she wasn't. But I've met her through this business, and we are absolutely the best of friends. And we've just booked a holiday. We're going on holiday to Turkey for a week. So we literally just, you know, this business has brought me the most amazing people. Really, truly, the most amazing people, and I will forever be grateful for that. And I would do the business without any money just for these people, because I just love them all.
Love it.
Absolutely beautiful. So, I think, Regina, you've got one more thing, right?
Yeah, the very last thing I'm always asking, what is your favorite quote? I'm gonna bring it up on the screen as well so people can watch, listen, and memorize, and maybe somebody will be inspired and put on the wall. So what is your favorite quote?
So it is 100%, and I've only just heard this quote recently. I must have been on a call somewhere along the line, listening and this sort of resonated with me. Is don't ignore your potential. And like I just said, like there's a lot of people that actually do not realise their full potential and how amazing they could be in this business or any business or doing anything. So that is my favourite quote at the moment. Don't ignore your potential. Get out there and absolutely do it.
Yes, definitely. Amazing. Thank you so much, Sarah, and Mim, of course. Thank you so much. And you know what? Mim actually not running this live from home as now. She's elsewhere, and yet still she able to jump on 10 o'clock Sunday brunch in the morning, you know. And honestly, that this is what we can do, like walk around and still manage to be on the lives.
Best opportunity ever.
Yeah, to share all those lives. And yeah, thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you, Mim.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for your time. You were amazing. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.